Hi, I'm Jason Inman.
And I'm Ashley Victoria Robinson.
And welcome to DCTV Recap, the show where we talk about the CW DCTV shows while answering your questions and possibly opening some of your mail. And this video is brought to you by Stardust. Ashley, do you know what Stardust is?
I think it's an app on your smartphone that allows you to record reactions to TV and movies.
That's exactly what it is.
Nailed it!
Yeah, I don't even have to tell you about it. That's right. It is an app that you can go download. We have a link in the description below and in the pinned comment. You can click that link, go over to Stardust, follow me at Jawiin. If you go over there, you make some reactions about the DC TV shows, about The Flash, about Black Lightning, about The Flash, about Black Lightning, and you tag me in those videos. About The Flash and Black Lightning. We'll share them. We'll show them in these videos. We'll do all kinds of things. And Stardust is an awesome app. Just go use it. Like, we got enough stuff to talk about this summer. We have Avengers. We have Deadpool.
Ooh.
We have Avengers. We have Deadpool. And you want to put that out on Stardust, okay? Right?
Jason only knows 2 things in each category.
That's right. Let's go into your questions and we'll get to Stardust reactions. First question comes from Justin is a Square,
Ooh.
who is, I think, the king of DCTV questions.
I think so.
I just love him. What Arrowverse character, besides Oliver Queen, do you think would win if they were on the reality show of Survivor? Also, no powers allowed at all. Okay, so this is a very interesting question. If you do not know what the show Survivor is, I guess you've been living underneath a rock.
You were probably born after the year 2000.
No, I think you would even know even more.
I don't know.
If, you know, because that's when it started, was 2000. It is a reality show where they force a bunch of people to go to an island or a desert or Africa, and they force them to eat rats.
And pretend that they're living Lord of the Flies.
Yes, and it's basically a sort of socio-political sort of, you want to trick the other people to vote themselves off. It's basically what, it's not even about eating rats, even though it should be about eating rats. So Oliver Queen has already lived on an island.
Do you think you could eat a rat?
Easily. And he lived 5 years in hell, so he's automatically disqualified. There are no powers, so you can't win all the challenges, because, you know, Barry Allen could win every challenge and constantly have immunity. Although I think at the end,
you take his powers away, he's probably dead.
Although I think at the end, I was going to say, if he won all the immunity challenges, you know, people would just vote him out automatically anyways.
Yeah.
So who do you think, Ashley, would win the DCTV Survivor?
I have one important question. Do villains count?
Yeah, Arrowverse characters,
Okay.
sure.
Any
yes. Yeah.
It's Slade. There's no question it's Slade Wilson.
Okay, why Slade Wilson?
He was on the island longer than Oliver. And Oliver would have died if he hadn't found Slade.
No, he wasn't. Actually, he got off the island at the end of season 2.
Slade trained Oliver. He has more and better honed skills than Oliver, for all intents and purposes. And he's a more ruthless person, but we've also seen that he's a master manipulator, and that's an important skill.
You can't forget that. You can't forget that.
To me, it was either going to be Sarah or Slade. But Slade's better at tricking people into doing what he wants, which is why he was an effective bad guy. Sarah's a little lacking in the social category, unless you're a hot lady who she can seduce to her side. But I think Slade just stands...
Or hot men.
Or hot men, but we more often see her seducing the ladies. I think Slade just stands head and shoulders above all the rest of them. And,
not a plug for Head and Shoulders.
And, ew, no. And I think that he has the ruthless streak that I think it takes to win a show like Survivor.
Sure.
How about you? What do you think?
I think there are 2 choices for this.
Okay.
And one of my choices is very much about the physicality, and one of my choices is very much about the sensuality.
Ooh.
So my first choice is Sarah Lance. I think White Canary, I think she is the most rounded choice, because that is the thing about Survivor, is that everybody thinks it's about eating rats and
lifting
stuff and standing on poles. And Sarah,
they always have to stand on poles.
Yeah, they always have to stand on poles,
Why?
right? And you just stand on there for hours, and they make you hold up one leg. And
Jeff, whatever your name is,
Probst.
That dude. Why always the poles?
I don't think he decides. I think the writers decide. I think he just hosts.
Survivor has writers?
Yeah.
Are you hiring? All right, tell me who you think would win.
So I think Sarah Lance would have a really strong shot, because not only is she very physical, but she's also very sensual. And again, she's a very pretty lady. And I think most people agree that Sarah is pretty easy to get along with.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about master manipulation. You want to talk about tricking everybody. You want to go to somebody who is not only a person that can trick anybody to do anything he wants, he's not only tricked people, he's tricked Satan himself. And I am talking about Constantine. John Constantine here, love. Hello, love. I'm on Survivor.
What does he say? Don't call me bird.
And I'm going to win.
I don't know. Lung cancer might get him in the intro.
Also, his question said no superpowers, but he didn't say anything about magic.
That's a stretch there, buddy.
Well, okay, worst case scenario, I'll do the thumb trick, and everybody will be very impressed. That's what I think. Alakazam, poof, the rat is cooked, and it tastes like steak. That's right, hocus pocus, and everything tastes like steak tartare.
Steak tartare is uncooked.
Just like your meals on Survivor, love. All right, let's go into the start. I think John Constantine wins.
I think it's fair.
I think John Constantine wins, and I think he could seduce Slate Wilson. So
I don't know about that.
I think he could turn the tide on anything. All right, let's go straight into some Stardust reactions, and some reductions that you guys had about some of the shows this week.
I feel like this episode was a great episode to a great season, but didn't serve as a great finale. It didn't have the level of finality or closure that I usually want in a season finale. I think it had a few too many hanging plot threads left to be resolved next season. But overall, this will be probably my favorite CW season of them all this year.
All right, so Wildbeard has the theory that he doesn't feel that the Black Lightning Season 1 finale is as final as he thought. That's something that I brought up in the review. There are a lot of hanging chads, if you will, going on into Season 2. I agree with him because I really thought Tobias Whale was going to be done at a season, but he's such a good actor that I'm kind of glad that he's not. How do you feel about this?
I think that's a fair criticism of this episode. I think you can tell watching this episode that they thought maybe they were going to get a back order, so they're trying to leave the door open for that. It doesn't bother me. We've seen a lot worse finales out of this universe. And you also mentioned that things come together very quickly and they resolve very quickly. But I can let that go for the first season.
Me too.
Tonight's episode of The Flash was really good. I loved it. I loved how the Thinker's plan just really came into fruition. How basically he used the opportunity that Team Flash thought about infiltrating his lair to infiltrate Star Labs, and that the Thinker took over Ralph's body, which not only allowed Thinker to prolong his life, but also turn back into Neil Sandiland. So we got the original Thinker back, which is great. Also, I really loved the arc with Harry and the Thinker and Thinking Cap.
All right, Spider-Murph, I know you're talking about DCTV shows, but you have the Infinity Gauntlet in the background, and you best watch your back, son, because I know Thanos is coming for it.
Please do your next review wearing it.
Yes.
That's my request.
I like the idea, sorry to interrupt you, I like the idea of his theory of a Thinker Harry Wells sort of conundrum, you know, kind of like a fighting thing going on there.
Yeah, I think we're definitely gearing up for that. But everything that he pointed out that he really liked were the best parts of this episode.
Neil Sandilands!
It was the Thinker and the coming together and watching the plot kind of like in Black Lightning kind of spooled really quickly.
Like
and
an Elastic Man.
Back up. Not like that at all. But getting Neil Sandilands back is just such a treat.
Probably Ralph's best episode this week. Not to mention way better than last week. I found this episode enjoyable. It was fun to watch. It was actually pretty intense. I'm interested to see what they're doing with Killer Frost. They're not just benching her. They're actually making a story along with this thing. Yeah, and I'm excited to see more. And what is going on with Harry? Is he like the new Reverse Flash or something? I'm curious.
Okay, so we talked about this as well, that except for the exception of Ralph wanting to like just blaze into the Thinker's, headquarters, this probably is Ralph's best episode of the season.
Yeah, he's had a couple really good moments, but this is maybe one of the only times that he actually serves a utility besides just like, I'm being a sidekick guy.
Also, Hartley Sawyer, I think, is the best actor to do a Neil Sandilands impression. Like, he really, really, really nails it.
We've seen a few good ones, though. Also, Blast the Cake Boy, you look like Matt Smith, and that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so we have a question here before we get into the snail mail. Mr. Goggle says, if you were to write a season of either Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, which one would you write and what plotline would you go with? Well, we don't want to give away our ideas in case we do get hired by them, but we can say if you want to see some of our ideas, Jupiter Jet, Issue 5, our comic book, the final issue of our comic book miniseries is out this week. It's in comic book stores everywhere. You can also find it on Comixology. So if you want to see like what some of our ideas of original characters with jetpacks might be, then I think that is where you're going to get the answer to your question. All right.
I will say, though, I'd love a crack at Supergirl. They can call me at any time.
I would write the heck out of Arrow as I drop the snail mail. Yes, we got a lot of snail mail this week, and the address is flashing on the screen if you want to send us some mail. So we got a letter from Kobe Music 108. I've included some DC character perler bead creations of mine in this package. This is to say thanks to all the amazing videos and content you have made. You also included my silly theory about Ruby being the true villain on Supergirl. Thanks again, and good luck on the Schmodown. And look at these really cool. Look at this Supergirl.
All the cool ladies. I've never seen a white canary before.
This white canary is. I think there's more in there. This white canary is more is pretty. Dude, you should sell this online.
Ooh, classic.
Bearded. Look at
Ollie
this Green
Queen.
Arrow. Holy cow. Oh my God, look at this Green Arrow.
Reverse Flash.
Dude, you need to sell these. These are awesome.
A Nightwing and Robin.
This Nightwing's my favorite hero. I think you know this.
Robin's going in, and look, it's Tim Drake, because you can tell because he's got pants.
God.
He's going to my Robin collection.
Dude, like, seriously, look at this. I think people would buy this online, my friend. Thank you so much. These are awesome. These are amazing. Please sell these online.
If you do, tweet them to us, and we'll happily share the link where people can get these.
My
These
God.
are so cool.
Okay, we also got a package right here, Ashley, from Trinidad the Island Man. He said, this is Trinidad the Island Man, your island man coming to you all the way from Hawaii on the island of Oahu.
Jealous.
Yep, I love Hawaii. I've been watching your videos for the past 6 months, or at least from the start of season 6 of Arrow. Just wanted to say that I enjoy them a lot. I'm sorry I'm not a Patreon supporter. That's okay. But I hope this entitles me to super friend or at least JLA status. It does. I hope you guys enjoy these gifts. I have also included something for Jay Washington, Chocolate Thunder himself. And a shout out to Trinidad. I have a small YouTube movie review channel also on Instagram called Trinidad the Island Man's Movie Review. So go check them out. Best wishes, Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man. So let's see. So he sent me this.
Ooh,
which is
puka shells.
Which is really cool. Ashley, he sent you this.
Ooh, I got a lay.
He also sent us some shirts inside. This is for me right here. This is a very cool looking shirt here. It's like a little polo with a nice little thing, and I see this orange. Ashley, he sent you this. I'm going to force you to put this on right now.
I will.
Put this really cool design
in here. It's got dolphins on it.
And then he sent a shirt as well for our own Chocolate Thunder, and I think Jay has the best shirt of all. Look at this little cool Batman design.
Ooh, that is so cool.
Trinidad, don't worry, we will get that to our own Chocolate Thunder. And then at the very bottom, he sent us some bags. Some cool like little stuff in here, some Studio Ghibli tour, some stickers, some Moana stickers and stuff like that.
Look, it matches my Ghibli shirt.
Thank you, Trinidad. Thank you so much for this amazing package and the kind words and the support and everything like that.
It means a lot.
It means
a
lot.
More than we can say.
And everybody, please go check out his channel and thank you so much and stuff like that.
Tell him that we sent you.
Tell him we sent you. Thank you so much. Wow, you look great. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's true Moana right there.
I'm just living my best Moana life.
We also got a package from Bradley Selden. I do not believe there is a letter in here. If there is, I have not seen it. Bradley sent us something for the wall. I do not know what is in this. We're going to find out right now on camera here. Let's see here. Oh, is this a Mr. McNugget?
Oh, I remember those.
His hat went away. Mr. McNugget. We'll find his hat later. It'll be all good. Okay, Mr. McNugget will.
That's so funny.
Will go on the wall. And then he also sent us some packages. Thanks for your work. He sent us Star Trek Countdown, which is a really great trade paperback.
Oh no. We'll find a place for the McNugget.
Ashley, he sent you this package, and I believe this package is for me. It's a bunch of comics. I don't know if they actually come from Midtown. If they do, that would be really cool. Midtown's a great shop. Let's see what. Oh my God, he sent me action. This is worth too much money, dude. Why'd you send this to me? This is worth like $1 million, my friend. Oh my God, look, he sent me a bunch of Superman stuff. Let's go in this. He sent me Action Comics. He sent me the Superman, the Man of Steel, Elseworlds. Look at the Superman, the mullet. He knows my taste.
He does.
A bunch of really cool Suicide Squad. Thank you so much. And then I don't know what this is. This Batman book. Batman and Superman commemorative issue. This is really cool.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I got Star Trek Deep Space Nine with a free poster. It's got my space boyfriend on it. And then Snowpiercer, French comics,
good book.
Volume 1 and Volume 2.
And Ashley can read book.
I've not read them.
So Bradley Selton, thank you so much for the really, really cool comics. Thank you all to all the packages you guys sent us. Again, there's a P.O. box downstairs. It's blinking on the screen if you want to send us physical things. Thank you so much for all the comments. Thank you so much for the packages. So head on down to the comments and tell us an amazing question down there. We might answer it next week and use your question. While you're down there, click subscribe.
And for more exclusive geeky content, why not check out patreon.com/Jawiin. Join our super friends in the halls of justice.
Thanks for watching, super friends. We'll see you in the next video.